In the Reiner Report, Monday is the start of a special session here in California. And keep in mind, it was called by the governor for lawmakers to consider punishing big oil companies after record high gas prices.
But as our political reporter Morgan Reiner explains, this will likely last for a while. So Morgan, don't expect anything major on Monday.
Chris and Laura, Monday is also the start of the regular organizational session. So they have a lot of other things to get to, including swearing in each new member individually and electing the leaders of the party.
Rosario Lozano stopped working about 3 months ago.
I had to stop working to take care of her and then take care of my 3-year-old.
That's about the time gas prices started to rise again, and California saw gas prices that were $2.60 more than the national average.
I had to stop going a lot of places. I would stay home for a while.
Like the California Energy Commission, which couldn't point to exactly why prices are so much higher in California in a hearing they held earlier this week, Lozano can't either. But she does know if it's malicious.
They do take advantage of that. They should be punished.
That's exactly what Newsom wants. His special session to make it happen starts on Monday.
It's not that big of a deal. What you'll basically hear, Morgan, is the presiding officer say, we'll recess the regular session and convene the extraordinary session, and then they'll conduct business for a few minutes.
Chris McKaylee is a longtime lobbyist and adjunct law professor at McGeorge. He believes the process will pick up in January after the holidays when lawmakers return to the Capitol for the start of the regular session, and that it could take weeks or months.
First of all, we have to wait and see whether the governor submits proposed bills that would accomplish the several goals that he has set forth. And then the legislature is going to hold hearings on those pieces of legislation.
Newsom wants to accomplish 3 things in this session. First, impose a penalty on oil companies for price gouging and return that money to Californians. Second, give additional powers to state agencies to review and monitor the pricing and profiting. And third, greater regulatory oversight in order to address avoidable gasoline shortages.
Okay, so Chris and Laura, we still don't have anything in writing about how Newsom wants to go about penalizing oil companies, but one observation, if you will, Newsom originally said he wanted to tax the oil companies on their excess profits. A tax would require a 2/3 vote by lawmakers. But in his official proclamation he used to call for the special session, he used the word penalty. Think of a red light ticket where if you break the law, you get fined. Now, that's one of the very few exceptions to needing a 2/3 vote. You just need a simple majority for that.
Something I know you're going to be following, Morgan. I checked, though, just to see what the national average was. The national average, according to AAA, is now $3.44 for gas compared to $4.86 here in California.
Yeah, and that aligns with the higher taxes and environmental regulations we have in place in California. We're always supposed to be paying a little bit more.
Okay, Morgan, thank you.